Cashapp podcast. What is up? What is up? What is up? It's your boy DarnellSparrow, yo bad Superman. He is the one and the only, the real notorious one, Antoine Smooth. What's going on?
What's going on, man?
And we got a lot to talk about. Had a busy sports week, really 2 weeks
Yeah.
that we need to talk about. We need to recap on. So we just gonna get right into it, or should we get right into it? Let's see here. Yep, we're gonna get right into it. Like I
Yeah,
said,
no
we got a lot
time
to
to
talk
waste.
about. No time to waste. So we're gonna go. We're gonna talk about Summerslam 2023. We did the predictions on it. So now we're gonna give you our input on the outcomes. Did we agree? Did we not agree? What we like? What we didn't like? And all that good stuff.
Uh-huh.
So we're just gonna jump right into it.
All
Logan
right.
Logan Paul Ricochet. What were your thoughts on that?
I thought it was a good match. People. I'm gonna explain something, to y'all. Y'all need to quit talking about Logan Paul. I mean, really, y'all act like. I mean, the dude is serious about what he does. You know, he takes it seriously. You know, he doing. I think he having more success than Jake Paul is right now, as far as venturing into this new, the ventures he in right now.
Agreed.
I thought it was a good match. I mean, Ricochet, I think they matched well together. I believe that they could have. I think Ricochet should have had an edge, though. And what I mean by that is, uh, we going back to Raw, where they had the face to face, and since Logan mentioned, Samantha,
What?
his fiance, I think he should have went the Clubber Lane route. Hey woman, you know, won't you, since he ain't doing nothing for you, won't you go over here, come over to where I'm at, whatever. And Ricochet should have went off from there. Ricochet, in that case, I think he should have just had an edge to him, you
I'm
know.
gonna say that the match was
And
good. I'm gonna say the match was
yeah,
good, but I don't think they I don't think they put in much hype into it as they should have. I mean, they had 18 minutes. They had 18 minutes. Uh, as far as the finish go, I agree with the finish because Ricochet, I would say, is probably a good person for Logan Paul to beat.
yeah. I
And
think they could have implemented Samantha in it.
and the way he beat him, I agree with it.
Yeah,
I think they can act. I really think they could do something. They could make this into a long rivalry.
I agree.
I really think so. But me and some friends were talking, and we was talking about who would we like to see Logan Paul wrestle next. And I gave an answer, and nobody was feeling me on this.
Uh-huh.
But we may not see Logan Paul for a while because he's getting ready to fight Dylan Dennis as part of that
Yeah.
KSI Tommy Fury card in October.
Mm-hmm.
So he getting ready to fight that. But I want to see Logan Paul and Brock Lesnar.
Oh gosh.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Now, see.
I got to hear this one.
Now listen. Now when I said that, people say why. Think about it. Look at the last few matches Brock Lesnar has been in. He ain't been squashing folks. He hasn't been putting in time.
Mm-hmm.
He's been putting in time, and especially with them feuds he fought with Cody.
Yeah.
I think he will put on a hell of a match, and he probably will make Brock look real good.
I believe that.
I think he will let Logan Paul get his spots in,
Yeah.
but I think it's like I said, these matches he's been having with Cody is showing Brock can go long if he want to,
Yeah.
and they had a good run. I want to see him go up against the Brock Lesnar, the Bobby Lashley's, because we already saw him with Seth. He went toe to toe with Roman.
Mm-hmm.
He going up against the big dogs. Why not have a match with Brock Lesnar? Do it at one of these overseas shows they do, the Indies or the Saudi Arabia shows.
So of course Brock gonna be a baby. There's no
Yeah,
question about it.
and that's what I'm saying.
They
And
because yeah, after the handshake he gave Cody. Oh yeah, that, and you know Cody is the top baby
I mean,
face.
he'll have a good match with Gunther. All these, put him up against all these big dogs. He ain't got to beat him. He's got to show out.
It's so out, yeah.
I would love it. Cause Logan can come out and talk all that noise about how he beat Ricochet. He on roll this down the third. And have Brock come out.
Oh God, that crowd will pop.
That's what I'm saying. And everybody be like, Brock will squash him. If that's the case, and since we talking about Brock, when Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar, he went 17 minutes. How often do you see Brock go that long?
Right. And Cody would get his butt whooped every night. Every time Brock showed up, Cody got whooped on. So yeah, Cody, y'all thought Cody was gonna get squashed.
All right.
Look what happened. So.
And I keep telling people.
What makes Logan Paul any different?
Right. And like I said, Logan Paul will put on a hell of a match. I'm predicting at some point that might happen. That might happen.
And I keep telling people, Logan Paul is a natural.
Yeah, he can. That's what I'm saying. He can do this. He can do this. In his case, he can lose to the bigger guys and beat the mid-carders.
Right. He's a natural at getting heat. You can't teach that.
No.
You either got it or you don't.
Like I said, you hear that intro to Brock and Brock come out. You mean to tell me nobody wouldn't want to see that?
Right. They want to see Logan get his butt whooped.
And like I said, he can lose to all the top dogs, beat the mid-carders. Like I said, Ricochet was a good guy to beat him, that he beat. It's not going to hurt Ricochet.
Yeah, even Ricochet faced Brock.
Right. Sure did. I forgot about that. He sure did.
Yeah.
Well, I talk about Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. Everybody like you said, everybody talking about Brock was going to get beat. Again, I said it before. What would be the point of him beating Cody if the whole more to this is Cody Rhodes finishing stories?
Yeah, that's his MO.
So if Brock beat him, that just kills the whole point of what he's talking about.
Right.
And
that means that the story ain't over if Brock beat him because he's going to be determined.
Right. And they talked about when Cody beat him, what happened at the end. They said that wasn't planned. Brock did that on his own.
Right.
Even Cody said it. He thought Brock was about to do something.
Yeah.
So that just go to show you Brock has changed a lot.
Oh, yeah.
When last time you seen Brock do that?
For the money. He ain't just there for the money like he was before. Now he actually there helping.
Right, and he's over.
Yeah.
I mean, they gotta look at that. Now you bring Bob back as a baby face?
Yeah.
Come on. So even if they decided to do Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns again, it'll probably mean more. Mm-hmm. Especially now that Brock is that huge baby face after what he did.
Yeah.
I would love to see it. We got the 25-man Slim Jim SummerSlam Battle Royal.
That's a lot to say.
Yes, which most people almost lost to death, which most people call the Macho Man Battle Royal.
Yeah, the Macho Man Battle Royal. Yes, they should have called it that. You know what?
The Macho Man Memorial Battle Royal.
Sponsored by Slim Jim.
Yep. I'm surprised they didn't go that route.
Yeah. The Macho Man is the spokesperson for Slim Jim. Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So
Slim Jim sponsored it, and yeah.
So LA Knight won it, eliminating Sheamus.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering for a minute.
That was great. Mm-hmm. He needed it.
I wondered, will they pull the trigger? Because they know what they got. And like I said, after what we saw on Raw with him and the Miz,
I am intrigued with that rivalry there. Him and the Miz. Oh my God. I said, please do it. I was literally screaming at the TV. Do it.
I mean, I said, see, somebody listening. That's what you needed to do. Cause
When
Miz
called
was
him
firing them
an
shots.
attitude era fanboy,
I
he
said,
called him an
ooh.
attitude fanboy, yeah. Well, he said he's an attitude era fanboy that's cosplaying. Yeah.
And I said that did it. I said,
I
yep.
said, yes, this
Somebody.
happened.
I said somebody. I said, yeah, he went there.
I said, yeah, because everybody talking about how he's the Rocket stole. That's actually, they say
I don't understand that.
Yeah,
They keep saying he imitated people. What wrestler didn't imitate somebody? Didn't Ric Flair imitate Gorgeous George?
Yep. Like, that saying, go imitation is the most serious form of flattery.
How many Nature Boys then came around?
You got Landale. You got Rogers and Flair, and back to Landale.
We had a black Nature Boy. We had a Memphis Nature Boy.
Yeah, Scoot Andrews and
we had Nature Boy, Kevin White. We had a Memphis version.
We had Memphis version, right?
And no telling.
You know how many sugars?
Oh, we can't forget about Nature Boy Paul Lee.
Paul Lee, right?
The man
who got in boxing. You know how many sugars we got in boxing?
I'm like, I don't get that concept. I'm like, of course somebody's gonna imitate somebody in some aspect. Nobody's original.
Right. They like that saying go, imitation is the most serious form of flattery.
And if it's working, what's the problem?
Right.
I can see if he was doing it. I mean, remember this one in Memphis? Remember the Macho Warrior Rick Hogan?
Rick Hogan? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. The Macho Warrior, Rick Hogan. Yes, y'all. That is true.
And you talk about, you want to talk about cosplaying.
Yeah. They mixed all the gimmicks he had in one. All of them was in one.
And it was still horrible.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he getting targeted.
See, Kevin Nash was the one that started this crusade about it. And I disagreed with Kevin Nash's point where he talked about how, he's a complete ripoff of The Rock.
I'm like, dude, didn't you imitate somebody from a whole movie, from The Wizard of Oz?
Exactly. You forgot you was Oz, right?
Didn't you was a fake Italian named Vinny Vegas?
Vinny Vegas, yeah. And it was with Steve Martin. It was one of them guys in the movie with Steve Martin.
You was a master blaster?
You was a master blaster.
I'm like, come on, you couldn't even they couldn't even figure out what to do with you.
Yeah.
I remember when you was in. Did you remember this? When he was in TNA for a minute, he was known as the Silver Fox.
Silver Fox because of his hair.
Yeah. I'm like, you talking about people imitating somebody? They couldn't figure out what to do with you.
Right. And you got the Wolf Pack and all that. So yeah.
I'm like, what now? I'm like, what now?
W like you West Side? Yeah.
Yes. I'm like, you trying to be hip?
Yeah. Got the Wolfpack song and Don't Turn Your Back. They got the hip hop thing going. So
I'm like, you trying to be cool. Who you imitating? You trying to be Conan so bad.
And what trip about it, remember Kevin Nash used to wear FUBU?
Yes.
So, come on, Kev. You can't say that, bro.
Yo.
You cannot say that. Everybody imitates somebody.
Right.
And it's not a bad thing as long as you make it your own.
Because when I talk about LA Knight, you know who not talking? The Rock or Stone Cold.
Because they know. They know. Even Booker T defended LA Knight. He said he's his own. He said it may seem that way, but he put it into his own.
Yeah, I'm telling you, but okay. So we jumping off top, but we got to talk about this. I'm like, so was the Sandman was Austin imitating the Sandman?
You're right, exactly.
The Sandman Ben was bringing beer to the ring, was drinking beer.
and with the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
That's what ECW was doing.
I'm like, really?
So somebody bites off of somebody but makes it their own.
I'm like, so everybody that come to the ring with a robe on and a cape on, imitating who you imitating? Gorgeous George.
Yeah, you know, you had Greg the Hammer coming out in the robe with blonde hair.
I'm right. Everybody with blonde hair in the robe was using the figure four.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all need to stop.
You need to stop saying that, because the one thing about LA Knight, you know, he makes it his own. He you know, he talking about, oh, what about Steve does the Stone Cold, you know, but see, he goes, nah.
Right.
That's his own. He didn't go, He said, nah. You know?
I'm like, just
you
like,
don't say you can smell where LA Knight's cooking, right?
Just like, it's gonna be the new what?
Yeah.
All right, so y'all need Kevin Nair, of all people, he need to stop. But let's proceed. MMA rules match. Shayna Baszler defeated Ronda Rousey by technical submission in 7 minutes and 30 seconds. What went wrong with this?
I'm going to say, well, before I say that, I say this. They did kind of shoot on each other.
Oh, yeah, they did.
You saw Shayna's eye, right? You saw her arm.
Yep.
I'll give them that. The thing was, you just can't, MMA can't be controlled. You know, you can't choreograph MMA. It just got to come. You know, got to come naturally. You know, it got to be a strategy to it. You just can't choreograph that.
Right.
That's what was wrong with it. But they did shoot. I saw Shayna's eye. Her eye was messed up.
Yes, her life was damn too. She was hurt.
Yeah. So they did shoot. We called that one. They shot a little bit, but the thing was, it was too choreographed.
Too choreographed, and the people wasn't with it.
And into it. Now, if they had a cage, like we were talking about, have a dome or something like that, then yeah.
Or
let it go at
or what they should have did is put more. They say MMA rule, but you didn't say, you know, they gonna go rounds, or they gonna go, you know,
yeah, they need to go rounds. They
are you gonna go UFC rules, or you gonna go? I can't remember the league, but they go 1 round 30 minutes. 1 round 30 straight minutes.
And what happened to the corner people?
Right.
Don't they supposed to have corner people? Yeah.
And like I said, they did what I thought they was gonna do. They was gonna do the submission, but she wasn't gonna tap out. She was just gonna pass out.
Yeah.
So
we
now
kind of called that one too.
So now like she said, you know, she was the reason. Shayna was the reason she came. Now Shayna the reason she gone.
Mhm.
So you think will she ever come back?
She'll come back. It's gonna be a while. It's just like with Brock Lesnar right now. You know, he'll be back.
But what's good about but Triple H doing it smart. You bring him back when the rivalry makes sense.
Yeah.
When it makes you not just bringing him back just to get a money grab. He going after somebody.
Right. Because now Ronda is a Grand Slam champion now.
Yep.
Since now winning the women's tag belts. Yeah.
I think that's all they wanted to do. Give her that and she can dip. Now, if you do all this and don't go back to UFC, what was the point?
Right. As him and Devil, you know, they together now. Him and the WWE, UFC. So, could that be the reason why? Because I'm gonna tell Ronda now, do not go back, because these women are savages. These women MMA fighters today, man.
But because a lot of them called out when she left.
Yeah.
And there's no Nunez. Well, somebody gotta hold it down.
Yeah.
But we gonna see. We had the Intercontinental title match. Gunther defeating Drew McIntyre by pinfall. And not only did he beat him, he beat him clean.
That was good. I had no problem with that. It didn't hurt Drew. Drew is that veteran. You know what I mean? To put somebody like Gunther over. So Drew didn't have a problem with that.
Because there is talk that he was not happy.
Who, Drew?
Yeah, there was definitely like he's not happy. Wasn't happy with what they doing with him. Because I was kind of shocked the way he got beat.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised. But there was no difference. He actually got beat clean in the middle of the ring. I was a little surprised. I knew Gunther was going to beat him because they want him to break the record, which he deserves to.
Yeah.
And maybe they might come back to it, but
I think they're going to run it back. Yeah.
But again, I said it before. Does Drew need to be the Intercontinental Champion?
No. I mean, if he gonna break that record, then, and if they run it back, then yeah.
But to be honest with you, I want one of these young guns to beat him. I want somebody like a Chad Gable.
Which right now, yeah, he finally getting that little singles push, that little mini singles push.
Yeah. I want somebody like him.
Yeah.
Someone that put the work in. Somebody, I would say he's earned it. Because they kind of put him through the ringer at one time too. Cause I really thought that Shorty G thing was gonna kill his career.
Yeah.
Cause he had a good run when him and Sheldon was teaming up. I like that run when him and Bobby Roode was teaming up.
Yeah.
He had some good partners.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the Alpha Academy thing, which probably a lot of people thought that was gonna work, but they friends in real life.
Yeah. And then you add Maxine to the mix.
Which I was surprised they actually stuck with it. But I wonder, because they're talking about the Maximum Male Model supposed to get a reboot. So I wonder when they're going to come back. Are we going to get Mace again? Or they're gonna go back to Mace and Mansoor?
Yeah. Or they may remain Mount Marseille and Mansoir.
I mean, who gonna be y'all manager? Was y'all gonna get Rico out of retirement?
Oh, that's cool, man.
Now that would have been something.
Yeah, that would be something to see.
You bring Rico back as the stylist.
Yeah, as the stylist. Yeah, that'd be something to see.
If some of y'all don't remember that, go back to them Billy and Chuck days.
Mm-hmm. He was their stylist. Yeah.
Then him and Charlie Haas became a team. Didn't they become tag team champions? Or was it? I know Rico and Rikishi did.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Let's see. We got single match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth freaking Rollins defeating Finn Balor. Too much interference?
Yeah. Well, no. I knew it was gonna be. I mean, what was cool was the miscommunication going on. That's what made it work. First he like, no, I don't want it. But then Finn like, okay, give it back, And so Daniel went over there and threw the briefcase in and, settled it and backfired, settled with the curved stomp.
That was a good way to finish it.
Yeah, and so they add more dissension in the Judgment Day. They just add more to it. So, yeah, that was a good finish, actually.
I'm not gonna be surprised.
Like, no, I don't want it, but then he wanted to get. He was like, no, I don't want the briefcase. And then he was like, okay, bring it back. Yeah.
I will not be surprised that Finn Balor be the reason Damian Priest cash-in gets screwed up.
Yeah. And that'll definitely be the end. Yeah.
Because it looks like Payback is going to be Seth Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Mm-hmm. Damian is going to cash in then. Guaranteed that. I guarantee he's going to cash in.
Because if you saw the cover, the Payback poster, it's all Judgment Day.
Yeah.
So where does J.D. McDonough come into play?
Because, JD kind of put a little dissension in there, too, and more dissension, right?
Yeah, because
he pretty much on Finn's side.
Yeah, because remember, Finn was the one that trained him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But JD gonna be the one to stab him in the back.
Yep.
But was it? What did you agree with the heel turn on Shinsuke?
I didn't understand it at first. I'm like, what they doing? I was like, I was kind of confused when I saw that. I know what they trying to do.
They need some heel opponents. That makes sense. Because Bronson Reed, he not ready.
Yeah.
The Miz is pretty much just losing to everybody. They ain't no heels. Omos didn't make. We tried Omos.
Yeah.
Yeah. No heels for him to fight.
Yeah, I was because the only thing I'm like, what they doing? Yeah. But then, like you said, they ain't got enough heels, so they had to turn Shinsuke heel. I mean, could you call that a heel turn, or he just attacked somebody and left?
No, that was a heel turn. Yeah, that was a straight heel turn. But if you ever seen Shinsuke Nakamura as a heel, he actually a good heel.
No, yeah, I seen it in New Japan.
In New Japan, he had a good heel. And like I said, they just needed an opponent for him. There was no heels that they felt, would fit into that picture. Because you don't want to keep running Judgment Day. You don't want to keep running that back.
Yeah. But yeah, when you do attack Seth Rollins, you automatically going to turn heel.
Yep.
Yeah, because, Seth is way over his baby. So, yeah. I don't care who you are.
We got the triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. Now, we're going to walk this down because there's a lot going on here.
There's a lot, yes.
Bianca Belair, who to me was the best. She won Best Actress. The way she sold.
Oh, my goodness.
Because it looked like she was hurt for real. She might have been in a sense. Because she sold that injury well. Yeah. I did not see that coming. I thought she was done.
I said, man, she got hurt for real getting her knee on that step. Yeah.
Because you notice they didn't show it.
Yeah.
To have the fact.
But I think Bianca hit her hand on the step
and just made it sound off.
Yeah.
So she hurt the knee. She got carried out. She came back, and I really thought Charlotte was gonna get that fall.
Yeah.
But when I saw Oscar with the miss, I said, uh-oh.
Yep. Once she had in the figure 8, she sprayed in Charlotte's face. Yeah.
But somehow Bianca Belair won the title, and then 90-some seconds later,
EO came in.
EO's got cashed in.
Yeah. She attacked that knee with the briefcase before she came in. Bailey pretty much took out everybody else with the briefcase. Gave the EO. She hit Bianca in the knee with it. With the briefcase, then cash it in.
Which I totally agree. This can lead to some good matches. Mm-hmm. I mean, we could see EO and Bianca Belair run it back. We can see EO and Asuka. EO and Asuka. And if you haven't paid attention, Kairi Sane's coming back.
Yep.
So that might happen. We could see EO and Charlotte. We can see EO, Asuka, and there's a lot they can go with. We might see EO, Asuka, and Kyrie.
Yep.
that could be WrestleMania.
They bring back the old White Lotus society thing back. Yeah.
I mean
that's what they were when they teamed up. Yeah.
Yeah. So they got a lot of options.
So they got a lot of
you didn't think about this when I'm talking about WrestleMania. They might do Asuka, Bayley, and Dakota Kai. That could be WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. And then that's when Damage Control can fully break up then.
Yes.
It could be, there's going to be dissension there. I told people, I said, don't let that little celebration fool you.
Now, Dakota, I probably can see hanging with EO.
Yeah.
But Bayley? Oh, it's coming.
Yeah. Yeah. I said, don't let that fool you. All them, they both hugging her and they, like, yeah, she won, like they there for her. No. There's something there to it.
No doubt. It's coming. They
Yeah.
got a lot they can do with Io Sky.
Which that's a good thing. I was telling people about that. They got a lot of options here. They can go either way. I'm fine with it.
And they about to put on. You about to talk about some match of the year matches, especially
Yeah.
for women.
Hmm.
I'm telling you now, this was a good move. It's long overdue. And like I said, if Kyrie Sane come back and add to it, oh,
Yep.
it's on.
That's right.
And then there's the main event.
Oh man.
Tribal Combat for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Roman Reigns defeating Jey Uso.
That was my match of the night.
Now,
Man.
so they went over 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Did it live up to the hype?
I thought they were gonna go a little further than what they did. I thought they was gonna bleed. I thought they were gonna like really. The only thing I saw was they were putting each other was their belt. When Jay had that belt, and he was whipping Roman. That second time, Roman was like, I'm not taking that. He went outside the ring.
Because they did say Roman got injured.
Yeah, I think it was that belt that Jay hit him with. Because he had a huge welt on his arm. Because the second hit one he took, it was on his back. And Roman had this long welt on his back. And
I'm a
but I think it should have been a little bit. I should think they should have went a little bit further.
Yeah, that's why I said the match was good.
Yeah.
But you kind of knew what was gonna happen. Not necessarily the Jimmy Uso thing, but you kind
As soon as I saw it, I said, "Yeah, that's Jimmy. That's Jimmy."
but you knew it was gonna be some interference.
Yeah.
Like I said, I thought if it was gonna take it there, I really thought they was gonna take it there. I think their first match was better.
Yeah.
I really think the first match was better. Now, did you agree with the heel turn?
With Jimmy?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of things came into my mind when I saw that. I think it was two things. It was either one, that Jimmy was jealous of Jay's success and he was just playing it off and it finally boiled over. Or but people got to understand, he didn't stay with Roman. And he walked out as soon as he done it.
Right.
So people like, he back with Roman. No, he not. He walked away. He didn't have nothing to do with him. He did what he did and walked out.
Because if people don't understand, this is not about Roman with Jimmy.
This ain't about Roman.
It's like you said.
Jimmy led the rebellion against Roman.
Right. But it's like you said. It's about the fact that, Jay getting the recognition. Jay is main event Jay.
Yeah. And I think he was just holding it in. Like he was happy for him, but then he really wasn't.
This is Matt and Jeff Hardy all over again.
Yeah. So, this Friday on SmackDown, they say they're going to have Roman will be there. And they're supposed to have a Hail to the Chief celebration. So we're going to finally get to see where Jimmy's head is at and Jay's head at as well. So Jimmy got to explain.
Right. And that's pretty much I think what it is.
He was happy, but then at the same time he was jealous of him. He getting all this success and remember Roman said that Jimmy was really the successor.
Yeah.
But he got injured. And so he said what Jimmy injury, you wouldn't have had it.
Exactly.
That kind of sinking in too. So man, Jimmy like, man, I was supposed to be.
So he can say, you took opportunities away from me.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, this is gonna be
Interesting.
good.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that match at Payback.
Oh yeah. And then plus they said they wanted to feud with each other anyway. So
We definitely gonna see. We definitely gonna see. You know, it's all gonna be. It's gonna be about how this promo go.
yeah.
Because right now Roman don't even need to be involved.
Mm-mm.
You can take Roman out the equation. Solo can still be in it.
Right. Cause everybody thought, oh man, Jim is back with the bloodline. No, he walked away. He just did what he did and walked away.
Exactly.
That don't mean he's back with Roman. He led the rebellion against Roman. He was the first one. So what makes him, make that any different? Like he going back on his word?
All right.
No. This is about Jay. This ain't about Roman.
And this will be a good time for Roman. You know, he can fall back. All you gotta do is sit back and listen.
Mm-hmm.
So
So SmackDown should be interesting.
yeah. So I'm definitely curious how this gonna work.
Yeah.
But that was SummerSlam. Now we gotta get into these two boxing matches. We gotta talk about Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence first.
Oh man. Yeah.
Let me give you my thoughts on that fight. One, I was excited for it. Number one. Two, and I said this. I said that if Terrence Crawford boxes him, he was gonna beat him. And that's exactly what he did.
He did. Errol tried to, he tried to close in. He wanted to end it early. You can't do that.
I mean,
Errol was like, he was trying to find shots, trying to find like, what do I hit him at, because he always countering me.
yeah, because don't get me wrong, Errol Spence can fight.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to blame it on the accident. No, it had nothing to do with the accident.
No.
Terrence Crawford just outboxed him.
Yeah.
He took that was a boxing lesson.
Yes.
And it was a good one. Terrence Crawford went in there. He was focused. He was ready. And he did what he did. He didn't change his game plan.
Mm-mm.
He boxed him and knew when to strike.
Because when Errol threw something, Terrence always countered it. That was a counter punching fiasco.
Yeah. Errol Spence he had nothing.
No.
Now if they run it back, maybe it might be different. Maybe he didn't learn something, because if you're not familiar, because you gotta remember, if you're not familiar with a fighter like that,
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard. And obviously, to me, he ain't studied them tapes well enough, or you didn't find a fighter that fought similar to him.
I'm surprised he lasted 9 rounds.
He got the brakes beat off of him, and he knew it. That's why he said, "Look, he was the better man. He was. You can't say, you can't blame it on trainers. You can't blame it that you injured. You just got schooled.
Right. You said you can't blame it on the car accident.
And it is what it is. You lost your belts.
Yeah, because Terrence had 1 and Errol had 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's the only man to be the undisputed champion in 2 weight classes.
2 weight class. First time ever in boxing history.
As a full male. Because Clarissa Shields did it as female. First male to do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they gonna run it back, but Terrence Crawford about to get some big time money fights.
Oh, yeah.
But I know if I was Spence, I would go home. I would go watch the fight back. Watch the fight back and just say, look. And just look, okay, this is what I did. Because in the beginning, it was a feeling out. No, he had some rounds he was looking okay, but like I said, Crawford just outboxed him.
And Terrence like, okay, I see what's, you know, he kind of found holes in his game, you know, and Terrence exploited him. But that was a counter-punching schooling that he did. Everything Arrow threw, he counter-punched. That was number counter-punching. And the counter-punches are the worst punches to take.
Yes.
Besides getting surprised.
Yes. Like I said, Crawford wasn't doing nothing spectacular. He wasn't doing nothing, you know, he's not used to doing. He went in there and he boxed him. Crawford not a slugger. He's a boxer.
No. Yeah, right.
And he stuck.
Right.
See, that's what it is. People always say, do what brought you to the dance.
Right, because see, people now, they just want them to just throw hands and slug and stuff. No. Like you said, do what brought you to the dance.
And he did, and look what happened. He was relaxed the whole time. He didn't get, even when, you know, Spence, there were moments with Spence, you know, had some good shots in, put some good shots in, but Crawford just stuck to his game plan. He didn't panic. He didn't run.
Yeah.
And that was that.
I remember one person said Terrence Crawford, he needed to be tested for razor blades on his gloves because Eric's face got cut up. No, it was just the fact that, man, Terrence was just landing, you know, pure punches.
Yeah, he couldn't. He could block all day, just like in Fight Night Champs. You could keep your hands up all day. At some point, it's gonna come. It's gonna connect.
It's gonna connect, and you gonna bleed.
Cause if you ever had a glove, if you ever had a glove hit you, just keep in mind.
And it rubs, when you have that glove rub against your skin.
I want people to understand. They got gloves on. They got their hands taped. If you ever had your hands really taped,
they feel like bricks
on top of gloves, and you got these grown men punching you as hard as you can.
And you got that leather shit that's scraping your skin, that's rubbing.
And on top of that, you sweating.
You sweating, this makes it worse. That's why you just call the epidermis. Your epidermis is, that's your skin, and you're just rubbing off like you're taking the skin off your face.
And for those of y'all who don't know what an epidermis is, I know he just told it to you, but if you don't believe him, go look it up.
Right.
Because some of y'all probably think an epidermis is something you drive.
No, and it's not a disease either. So
Or probably something you probably think an epidermis is something a woman get when she's pregnant.
Right.
I'm like, no, that's an epidural.
That's an epidural, right? So I mean that's what happens. You got taped fists, you got gloves on. So that's like getting hit with bricks. Especially if somebody can punch hard.
Yes, and it's been, like I said, it was just all finesse.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But Terrence, that was that old school fight Terrence did.
Now I was just reading something here. That it said that this was the rumor. It said WWE reportedly unplanned direction for Jey Uso at SummerSlam. It has been said that it's not true that Jey Uso could have left SummerSlam as undisputed champion. Uso challenged Roman Reigns to a tribal combat match at SummerSlam. That meant Reigns' title and position as tribal chief were on the line. Reigns kept both titles by pinning Jey, which happened right after Jey was duped by Jimmy when he came back. It said no change in title, given that Jey and Reigns have a very personal story that has started in 2020. There have been rumors of a sudden title change. Dave Meltzer said on McGuire Wrestling that a title change like this was never thought of.
Yeah.
But why not though?
Yeah. Why not pull that trigger?
He don't have to keep it.
Right, Reigns already broke the record, so I mean, he over 1,000 days. What else?
And what y'all trying to give him y'all trying to go back to them year when you be champion 4, 5, 6 years?
4, 5 years like Bruno and Hulk Hogan and them.
But if he's but think about this. They talking about if he's gonna be off payback card. He might be off card after that. So you're gonna have a couple premium live events. That's your 30-day, the 30-day rule. But they're not talking about stripping him, but they're talking about stripping Rhea.
Right. You told me like they still need to use that 30-day rule.
I'm like, if that's the case, Roman should have been stripped a long time ago.
Right.
Cause he was off. Cause he missed a few matches over 30 days.
Right. And you talking about a lackluster championship too? Rhea Ripley's run, absolutely pathetic.
Is it
He
her
just
fault?
hold on to it.
Is it her fault though? But at least I give
No,
them,
it ain't her fault.
I give them
It ain't
credit.
her fault.
I'll give them credit on this. At least they giving her, because now it looks like she's gonna have a feud with Laura Valkyria.
Yeah.
At least they doing that, and I think that's gonna be a good match. Send her down to NXT and let her feud with some of them girls.
Yeah. Cause she took a liking to her actually.
Yeah. So I think that was a smart move. I think that'll actually be
Like
a good match.
like if it's something lackluster, shit on the NXT.
Even if they do it at Heat Wave for NXT, or if they do it at Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
Give NXT that rub. But back to the Roman and Jay thing, me personally, I would have pulled the trigger. I would have pulled the trigger and still do the heel turn on Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy celebrating. He celebrated with him, or he hit him from behind.
Yeah.
Still do the heel turn. So that way they'll have something he can be mad about. He can do the what about me.
Mm-hmm.
And then they feud.
Yeah.
But we all know they're gonna get back together at some point.
Oh yeah.
And that way Roman can have some time off, get the time off he been talking about.
Yeah. He deserves it.
I mean, if he gonna win it back, let him win it back. Let him win it back like by the Royal Rumble or something. That way he'll have it back for Cody.
And then they can do that finish the story route with Cody, so he can finally finish it for good.
Right.
Yeah.
Then we got another boxing man I gotta talk about. We're talking about the Paul brothers. Jake Paul, Nick Diaz.
That went to a unanimous decision.
Now I gotta say this. I'm gonna give Logan Paul credit because he gave Nate Diaz the biggest payday of his life.
Oh, Jake?
Yeah, even
Jake,
Nate Diaz said it. He made more money in that fight than he ever made in the UFC.
That's crazy. So that was nothing but a payoff thing.
But I gotta say this: they were fighting. Nate Diaz hung in there with him. I'll give him that. Because Jake was pretty much just slugging.
Yeah. See, Jake ain't no boxer. He a slugger.
And the thing about it is, if you saw the first round, had he jumped on him, he probably could have knocked him out in the first round.
Yeah.
But looked like he was thrown on a punch. Looked like he got tired that first round. But I say this: Nate Diaz wasn't backing down. They were fighting.
Yeah.
So I'll give him that respect. But I'm gonna say this: everybody keep knocking Logan. I gotta say this about Logan. If he's promoting the fight, of course he gonna fight who he think he can beat.
You talking about Jake?
Jake, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Jake
Of course he's gonna fight who he think he can beat. He's not. I mean, now he knows fighting boxers is a little hard. So stick to the MMA fighters. Stick to the football player that want to box.
Yeah.
Stick to that. But he said he wanted to take this boxing thing serious. So if that's the case,
fight actual boxers.
because we know I mean, I'm not even gonna knock him for the Tommy Fury fight. I ain't even
But
gonna
he's
knock him
the only actual boxer he fought.
because he did drop Fury.
Mm-hmm.
He did drop him, but he just got out. He got outboxed.
Mm-hmm.
Because see, Jake's problem is Jake always trying to go for the kill.
Yeah, see, he like you said, he a slugger.
And most boxers know that.
Yeah.
Because that's how, Tommy. Because Tommy got caught slipping.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy was trying to wait for him, and he got caught.
Yeah.
But he still won the fight. But I don't remember him. He said they was gonna run it back. Tommy Fury about to fight. I want to see how fast they run that back. Because if Tommy Fury beat KSI, that's the Paul's partner.
Right.
So Tommy Fury beat him. He gonna call Logan out because Logan on that card.
Yeah, yeah.
So don't be surprised we see Logan Paul and Tommy Fury. And if he beat both of them,
mm-hmm.
Come on. You beat both the Paul brothers. But
yeah.
Like you said, I think Jake is more committed to boxing. I think Logan is more committed to wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jake is a better. I think Jake's a better fighter than Logan. I want to see the Paul brothers do a match at Mania.
What, like teaming up,
Yeah.
like a tag match or 1-on-1?
No, do a tag match. Just have both the Paul brothers come do a match at Mania.
Oh, you talking about an ultimate heel team?
Yeah.
And the way you can market them and all that stuff. Oh yeah, they'll make a great tag team. A great heel tag team. They may even be a #1 heel tag team because they attitude. Yeah.
Now the question: who would be the right opponents?
Yeah, we have to. They can't. They got to start low.
Well, if they go in a big time pay-per-view, who would be the right opponents? The Usos.
Yeah, they could.
Because
you think that's a bit too fast?
No. I mean, look how quick they push Logan. Logan got all the big time singles matches. You put the Paul brother against the Usos, especially again in one of these Saudi Arabia events.
Oh, yeah.
Because it might draw more money.
Yeah.
Because I said, in due time, the Usos are going to get back together. But if you do brother versus brother, if they're going to do it at WrestleMania or do it at one of these Saudi shows.
Yeah.
I mean, I said, I wouldn't mind if Rand Dominic ever get back together. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yep.
But the way that's going, I don't see Dominic going babyface anytime soon.
Oh, no.
I don't see it.
There's no way. Not right now. Not with the way he going. No.
I'm just waiting to see when he going to infiltrate the LWO and try to take it over.
Yeah, that'd be something to see.
In due time, I see that happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were the three things, the 3 minutes I definitely want to talk about. But now let's get into this. Before we roll out, we gotta talk about this Montgomery thing. And before you start, I gotta get this off my chest.
Please go ahead.
Now, let's give them the rundown of what's going on. We had a situation where a boat came in on a Montgomery dock. He came in illegally. This was some white people. So the co-captain of the riverboat that was supposed to take that spot, African American, went over there, told them they had to move. Keep in mind the captain of that riverboat was white. Also, so his boss. So the African American came out, asked him to move. They didn't want to move. All hell broke loose. They tried to challenge the African American. it got a little rowdy. African American got jumped by a bunch of white folks. And next thing you know, brothers coming out of nowhere.
Folks was swimming over there. They
I'm gonna talk about the swimmer in a second. You got when you see a bunch of brothers with no shirts on and some jeans, that might be a good idea. You might want to stop. Cause they probably was minding their business. They probably was like, you know, WTF. Saw a black guy. That gave him a reason to fight. You see anybody thugged up with no shirt on and some jeans, they looking for a fight.
Yeah, bro don't turn down a fight.
No.
Whoever it is.
I mean, we had and them chair shots.
Oh my God! Whoever swung their chairs, they watch wrestling.
Yeah,
because the way he swung
it. He was nailing them.
Yeah.
He was nailing them. But the kid that jumped in the water, he really was 16, 17 years old. Let me tell you why I had the problem with that. I commend them for trying to get involved. But that could have went bad. Real bad. Because when you do something like that and you're involving yourself and you away from the pond, if you had to jump in the water to go swim all the way over there just to intervene, that could have went bad.
Yeah, it could have. Oh God.
I'm like, cause you don't know who got weapons on them.
Yeah.
You could have jumped out. Somebody could easily put a bullet to your head. Somebody could easily knock. You either could have got hit with something. You could have landed back in the water. Could have got knocked out. Could have drowned. You probably could have got hit by a boat for all we know. Like I said, I don't know. You know how it's set up. Yeah. But had that would have been my kid, I would be like, first of all, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Granted, you worked there, and I understand you were trying to help, but sometimes you don't need to intervene in something like that.
No.
Cause that you could have got seriously hurt. Cause
some electric could have fell in the water and electrocuted you or something.
And I'm surprised there was no gunfire.
Oh my goodness, yes.
I'm shocked. And nobody fired a weapon?
Nobody let me find out one weapon. That's why I commend them. They used their fists. Yes.
And the good thing
nobody
is
fired a bullet.
the person that started it, they were arrested. But
yeah, they gonna let them, because first of all they was helping. That's what you do. You help your fellow man. You see somebody down, you go over there and help them. They had the whole the city of Montgomery over there.
None of that should have happened because number one, they knew they were wrong.
Yeah.
If he came out, he asked you to move. This is their spot. You was parked illegally. You wanted to play the privilege card.
Mm-hmm.
And you thought because he was by himself. You thought, okay, I'm gonna handle that.
Right.
But again, when something like this happens, black folks gonna come out of nowhere. They ain't gotta know you. They see it. And this is the one time. This is the one time I say I commend black folks for jumping in, for trying to help the man. Cause they could have killed him.
Yep.
Now this is where the ignorance comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of taking something like this and making it into something positive, why are they making memes out of this? Why are they making memes about? Why is the chair the MVP in all this?
They making memes. They reenacting the whole thing. They haven't putting JR's voice into it. Like the video I showed you where the dude dressed up like Stone Cold came with a chair. I mean,
and you got people taking pictures with chairs. You got people taking pictures with chairs. You got people selling chairs. See, that's where the ignorance come in.
In Walmart, they was out of folding chairs, the white ones.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They make it nice.
They sold out. Yeah.
You took something that could have been a good moment, And now you turn it. Now you making a joke out of it. That's what irritated me. Why the chair? Why y'all not thinking about, okay, you could have took this, you could have delivered a message, you could have made a statement, but now it's all of a sudden it's a joke. The chair getting more love than anybody. And the sad part about it is black folks doing it.
You know, cause that dude swinging it, man. He would watch. I said, yeah, he watched wrestling the way he swung that thing.
I'm like,
He hit that white lady in the back of her head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, see, and that, I'm like, you got people selling chair earrings.
Chair earrings.
I'm like you said, chair. I'm like chairs.
Walmart was sold out of white chairs.
I'm like, come on, man, y'all don't get it. You got people everywhere they go, they posing with a chair. I'm like, come on, man, this is unnecessary.
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
You took something that could have been a good moment, could have been a proud moment. Yeah, a brawl broke out, but that's one of them times.
And nobody didn't shoot each other either.
And nobody got shot.
Yeah.
I mean, a moment that you could have took and said, look, yeah, all hell broke out, but this time we had a reason.
Yeah, it was a reason for it, right?
And what are we getting out of this? We getting jokes.
We getting jokes. The chair, everybody posing with the chairs. The Walmart sold out of white chairs, and
it just meme after meme.
Making memes out of it.
I'm like, so you just didn't learn nothing, did you?
Yep. Then one person put out the R. Kelly that stepped in the name of love. They used the chair and all that. Talking about 1, 2 step, and then he hit him with the chair and all that. They went all out with this one.
I'm like, see, that's the part where I just be like, I was just irritated. I was really irritated. Yeah. I'm like, why everything gotta be a joke? Just not funny.
Yeah.
You take advantage of something like this, deliver a message.
Nobody got shot. It was not, at least, it was just this. Nobody didn't get shot or nothing.
And where all the black movements at?
BLM.
Yeah, I mean, where all these pro blacks at? Where y'all at?
Yeah.
All the ones you see something like this, you ready to talk about white man this, white man that? Where y'all at? This should have been a rise up situation for Montgomery. Yeah. This should have been something y'all could have took this and y'all could have had some impact.
Yeah.
On this. Y'all could have set a stage for a lot. It could have really meant something, but nope. You gotta turn into a comedy act. And there's no reason for that, because really it's not funny.
No, it ain't funny. It's just, these folks is just so creative. They, I'm laughing at the creativity on how they doing it. Like, okay, that's going too far there. Y'all put Stone Cold in that JR voice. Y'all selling the white chairs that sold out of the white chairs at Walmart. Doing the R. Kelly step in the name of love with the chair.
I was with him. I said, when I start seeing, it's like every day it's a new one. I'm like, y'all just, you don't get it, do you? I said, did somebody have to get shot for y'all to get it?
Yeah. No, they wouldn't been laughing then.
I'm like, this was straight. Could have been a statement made, and it could have been a lot could have been done behind this. A lot could have been done behind, but again, everything got to be comical. So what I say to these folks is, if you're gonna do something like that, don't get upset when nobody don't help you. Don't get upset when you don't get the recognition you think you need.
When nobody about like we don't want to help nobody.
When nobody's paying attention.
We gonna get involved and we don't know them. You
When no,
know, but
don't get up,
they didn't even know that man.
don't get upset when nobody's paying attention to the situation. No matter how
Yeah,
much y'all tried to help,
yeah. They
and
talk about how we don't help each other, we don't know each other. They didn't know that man,
and
but
again,
they helped him. Yeah,
who's getting the recognition? The chair.
the chair. Yeah,
With that, which and it's embarrassing. I want to see how long they're gonna talk about this, how far this is gonna go. You know, I heard that the news people in Montgomery, I know they did something for the kid that jumped in the water,
yeah.
which again, I don't I that was not to me that wasn't a smart idea. I know he meant well. I know his heart was in the right place.
That could have been. He could have been probably a casualty.
Yeah, you could have been a casualty.
Yeah,
Sometimes I know they say pick your battles, but that's a battle you shouldn't have
not at your
interfered
age. No.
because
Yeah,
had one of them would have shot you, if he would have got hit, they would have yelled racism. Easy.
yeah. It'd have been like Trayvon all over again.
If one of them white would have shot him, they would have yelled racism.
Yeah, you've been like just like Trayvon.
So don't try to be. They keep calling him a black superhero. No, that's not
No,
that's not nothing to even put your mouth to say.
mm-mm.
Because what did he say? What point did he make? That what did he break the stereotypes that yes, black people can swim?
Right.
I mean, what did you deliver that he was brave enough to put himself in a risky situation? Is
Mm-hmm.
that something happened to him? Yep. Excuse me. That was the first thing they said. He was raising so people need to think about the stuff that they say and think about the stuff that you do. I'm
Yeah.
glad the one that started it. I'm glad the law did get involved, but that should have never
Yeah.
happened.
No, that
But
was their fault. So
yeah, it was definitely their fault. For one, we could say it was their fault. They tried to challenge him, and it went bad.
yeah,
And then the biggest thing about it, it was all recorded,
yeah.
so nobody can say what should have been done or he did this and he did that. Nope, it was all recorded from
Mm-hmm.
start to finish.
Yeah, and those people that got involved should not be arrested. They was helping that man. They was saving his life, basically.
So from what I understand, from what I heard, like I think the three that were on that boat, I believe they were arrested.
Yeah, talking about the people that was
Yeah,
involved, talking about the black folk.
no.
They don't need to be charged. No, because they were saving that man's life, basically. Or whoever helped, I think it was some white people that
I
was
know
helping him
it
too.
was some of his co-workers and just some fool. Like I said, fools I know were no. You see some folk with no shirt and jeans on. That letting you know they
let you
wouldn't
know
throw them hands.
this ain't your party.
They gonna fight regardless. They already ready.
Yeah, they waiting on something to happen. Give them a reason.
So like I said, I hope people take this and learn from it.
Yeah,
I hope people stop making everything into a joke. Take this and say, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna be bullied. And if it gets to a point where we gotta take it there, we gonna take it there.
yep,
You did,
yep. That's
but
right.
but some people this if you can help it, don't involve yourself. Because at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself: if I do this, would I go home? Would I go home tonight?
Yeah,
Would I go to jail? Like, especially if you a kid.
yeah. That kid there, yeah,
I mean, cause that's really all they know. He's known for just jumping in the water, swimming. That was the big thing. Which, like I said,
Yeah,
if that would have been my
that
time,
was the highlight, the chair and him swimming.
like
That was the highlight.
and like I said, had that been my time, we would have had a conversation. Because you would have had to explain to me, other than the fact that that was your coworker and you was trying to help, why would you put yourself into that situation? If you had to jump in the water and do that, that should have been upon you. You've been like, nah. If you couldn't run around and get to
I
him
would
fast
just ran
enough,
around.
like I said,
Yeah.
I don't know how that doc. If apparently if he had to jump in, it probably would have been a minute for him to get around. But yet and still, there's some things you just don't do. Because again, it could have went bad, and then it would have been a whole nother scenario.
Yeah.
So like I said, I appreciate people trying to defend. And once it was over, it should have been over. It's done.
Yeah.
But we just cannot let nothing go.
No.
Because now we turning everything into a comedy act. And that's the part. I want to see how far this going to go. How far, they going to take this.
Yeah, because they went all out with the memes and all that, because they were creative when they did that. They probably went all out with this one than probably any other, situation. Like the Will Smith Chris Rock slap, they mean that to the heels, So this one ain't gonna be no different.
Nope. Like I said, that disappointed me to the fullest, but we're gonna leave it at that. We're just gonna leave it at that, and hopefully we don't have to come back to this. I hope this doesn't lead to anything further.
Right.
But let's
charge those men and just let it be done.
Let it be done. And like I said, learn from it.
Learn from it. Yep.
And I say make an impact in a positive way, because you don't always want to get recognized for fighting.
Yeah.
Or just doing something where you already stereotyped about anyway.
Right.
So let's just move forward.
Let those men get charged and be done with it.
I said we can make an impact. I can make an impact in a lot of ways. So we just gonna see. But stop all the damn jokes. That's all I gotta say about it. They gonna say before we roll out.
No, that was it, man. That's the last thing I wanted to talk about was that situation. Like he said, man, just learn from it. Everything ain't a joke. It could have went badly for everybody, especially that kid that swam. That it could have been another Trayvon. And it would have been protesting and riots and all this other stuff. So yeah, thank God it didn't go that route.
Not at all. But just to give y'all a heads up, next week, that's gonna be definitely a busy week for me, getting ready to have my retirement ceremony on Wednesday. Family's gonna be in town, so we if we do record, it'll probably be either on a Friday, vice to Thursdays we normally record. But if I'm super busy, we might just hold out to the week after.
Yeah.
But as always, continue to support Bad Superman TV on YouTube. I noticed we all losing subscribers because that's probably because the matches are gone. But you can always go to Anchor. The matches are there still.
Not get computers, your PCs.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Anchor.fm. Put in Bad Superman TV. And when you click on the video, you have to scroll down and you can actually see the video. Because if you just hit the play button, you'll just hear the sound.
Right.
But they're allowing videos to be on there. So if you want to see them, that's where you need to go. It's Anchor.fm. Do a search for Bad Superman TV. You'll see the logo, and I'm gonna be bringing back the throwback editions because, like I said, gotta start putting those on more since that's pretty much what we are
Well,
now. That's pretty much what Bad Superman
asking me
TV.
about it. Like, when is he gonna do it?
Yeah, that's pretty much Bad Superman TV on YouTube. Is pretty much gonna be podcast, throwback editions, all new material. But we're gonna get that. We're gonna definitely get that back running. So get ready for that. I'm in the process of recording some 5 questions of the week. I gotta do some little touch ups. It's not coming out the way I wanted to, but those are gonna be coming. I'm gonna have them pretty much done. So all I gotta do is just send them off. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And you'll be going on that. But keep continuing to support the channel. Keep continuing. Like I said, I know we losing. I know why we losing few subscribers here and there, but we gonna be all right. I mean, we know when you lose something, you gain something.
Right.
So we appreciate everybody who's rocking with us, and keep on. And always tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends. And let me see. Anything else we got going on? We got Monday Night Raw will be here in a couple weeks. Here in Memphis, I believe it's the 28th.
28.
So we definitely probably gonna talk about that since we're definitely gonna be there live.
Tickets still available. So
Yeah.
I gotta, matter of fact, I gotta get mine this weekend.
Yeah, I got mine. Cause this how I conned the wife into getting me. That's like got that like right when they came out. Cause that's my late birthday present.
Yeah.
So for me and my oldest son, that's how I get it. That's how I get it to pay for the events. But yo, we about to get out of here. Get ready to enjoy your weekend. Y'all be safe. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna keep saying it. Keep supporting the channel. We gonna get it. We gonna make this bigger than what you think. Just keep rocking with us, and you'll see. We got the new logo. We got the new intro. Some things coming through the pipe. And I promise you'll like what you see. In the meantime, in between time, y'all be safe. Love y'all. We out.
Peace.